Don't babble on, Dale.
I don't babble on. When do I babble on?
You do babble on.
All right.
Cobra Kai, it continues, and it's been fantastic. And I've had to go back and redo these. I did it for the first season. I might as well redo the third. Oh, dear Lord. So, again, this is a re-review of the new episodes. I was up all night for season 3. And boy, was I tired yesterday. As of the day of recording this, it is Saturday. It does seem to be that YT does have a delay for me to process and release my videos. So it's good that I have a Bit Chute channel as well, regardless. So it's Saturday, and I think I've caught up on my sleep. So it's a good time to go and hit episode 2. You've got to have that look to the film to show it's a flashback. The classic car.
Scrap this and buy some muscle.
Oh, I want to see F. Thomas Wilson. So we're given the impression that's Kreese, not him. We're given the impression he's Kreese.
Sorry.
Butthead. I want to hear Biff say that here.
Explains why he's such a freak.
But we think he's Kreese
Betsy.
because he said no
Freak is a
mercy.
freak. If you love him so much, start a circus.
And he sounds like what Johnny has said. This guy looks like John Saxon.
The fellas here had to look.
There's a little bit of Kreese to him as well, the way he's... It's hard to say, really. So he's really Kreese. He's the one.
Kreese! Tables are not gonna bust themselves. Get back to work.
So what he really is, he's a little George McFly to an extent. And he's a little bit Steve Rogers as well. So he's got pity from the beautiful girl, disdain from his boss, mockery from everybody else.
Fight at the...
Yeah, Hawk's in. But for how long?
I got you juice.
No, you didn't, Daniel. You got him crap.
Looks like sewage.
The odd couple of karate. It's perfect. He's Felix Madison. Oscar Madison is Johnny. Felix Unger is Dan. When I first saw this, I didn't quite know where they were going with this. Is this Daniel's house and he's opening up a yoga thing? But no, it is rehab. Hey, maybe rehab. I'll go into rehab, maybe.
Welcome to Malibu Canyon Recovery.
No, he won't.
You're doing a very brave. Be hard at first.
Now, that's an interesting idea. Will this end up being something like what Johnny might do in season 4? Is that something he'll ever do? Then will we get another grizzled series of training exercises that he gets to go through? So they're not getting rid of her. It's good they have a civil exchange here, but they seem to have been bringing back characters that you don't get a lot of context for in season 2. There was more of her in season 1, not so much in season 2. She had a pivotal part, and a very important part.
I really wanted to take
Will we get a little bit of her in season 4? Will she have her full recovery, or get out?
That's because
There's a certain sincerity that he has there.
Monster truck show.
Hey, Truckosaurus was badass and you loved every minute of it.
I was faking.
Bullshit, I know when you're faking.
Guys, I just really need to know if you have any
There's a little
ideas.
gleam in his eye. He was enjoying that little exchange a bit. Having seen the trailer, we know where this is going.
What should it be?
Hawks Jr.
And he doesn't have that full sincerity in his voice. He's setting them all up.
Clarence?
Clarence.
Good. Yeah, take it.
Take it. Well chosen words. He doesn't say take him. He says take it. Not quite training, but it is an exercise. Not quite training. Maybe I should say test. We know where it's going. We know exactly what Bert's going to do, what he's not going to do. Now, we know he's not angry. We know that's his bark to get rid of what he considers to be the weak. And we got a Dutch angle on him. Ooh, twisted.
No, Sensei.
He hesitated.
Go on, you can speak.
He understands the reason, but he's kind of in
Is
between.
this the right time to make cuts? We're already down to students after the school fight.
I'm sure that's his actual sincere
A true Cobra feels
reasoning,
sympathy for its
but
meal.
I think there's more to it. I think he's wondering about,
Do you have a problem with that?
well, Bert, some of the other kids that he went to school with, and
Good.
I just don't understand the plan.
it's see, he does not understand.
Might be able to get some new recruits.
I can't believe I'm actually going to pause this, but I do want to say, the wheels turning in Hawk Eli's head. It's important that we see this. Now, I mentioned in previous videos, Hawk, he has a problem with his identity. His identity is very important to him. It's why he hates his past. Because that identity he's ashamed of. He does not like that part of his identity because he feels it risks or taints or diminishes his Hawk identity. I think it's important to note that, well, I think it's safe to say Cobra Kai, the dojo, is part of his identity. So some of the members are part of his identity. They understand and accept who Hawk is. And they support, in general, his sloughing off his past, his Eli identity. They support and reinforce who Hawk is for other people in school and for Hawk himself. Now, Kreese has aggressively removed, what was that, a third of the members, including Bert. We know Bert. He interacts with Bert at school. Bert's a friend of his. He's removed Bert. So he's removed part of Eli's identity, or at least his support for his identity. That plays into what happens with Eli later on. It gives him time and a reason to pause and think, I don't understand what the plan is. What is going on? We need recruits. We need a strong dojo. What exactly are we doing here? He's concerned about the identity of the dojo for Cobra Kai, but he's also worried, I believe, in the identity that he has created for himself and wants to maintain, but struggles, which is why he's had friction with Dimitri in season 2. See? It's on his face. It's right on his face.
Take that to Mom.
Finally, we get to see Tori. She's got a brother. We don't really see her mom. I think we've seen production photos of her mom. Perhaps a scene was cut where we see her mother with Tori. But we know he's a sleazy guy.
Mom, she's...
That caretaker thing is the only reason you're not in juvie. Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, trying to play power.
I don't know anything about that.
I know if
Trying
I had
to
some
make a
mud
power
and an
play.
inflatable pool, I could have sold tickets. That boy you two fought over would have sat front and center.
Don't talk about him.
Okay, so she still has sincere
You
feelings
had a man
about Miguel.
instead of a boy.
But she doesn't back off from this guy.
Easier for you. You wouldn't have to worry about rent.
And
You
she...
wouldn't sound like a man if I broke your wrist.
I wouldn't do that. What would your probation officer say?
He knows that he's got her. And she knows it too.
Think-
So now she knows she's screwed. Well, potentially for real.
Bitch ass Kevin James punk.
Hey,
I didn't catch that the first time, Kevin James Punk.
y'all two are to start.
Crap and tell us everything you know about Rob.
They get threatened by Daniel.
Damn, relax. I ain't mean no disrespect.
Sorry, Mr. LaRusso.
Mr. LaRusso.
What the hell? You listen to him and not to me?
Yeah, okay.
You wanna kick
It
ass?
is funny.
Yeah, and he ain't no punk ass bitch.
Johnny, what the hell?
He just
No.
hit me.
Yeah.
See that?
Oh, he hit me.
What, enough?
No.
Better start talking. I could do this all day.
Yeah, he's the he's the anti-hero Steve Rogers. Nice team. They do work well together. Now, I wonder if they're in here. Are they in there because of what happened in season 2 with Daniel and Robbie when they kicked those guys' ass at the beach club? I'd like to think that's the case. I'm sure everyone's waiting to hear my opinion on that issue. She's overjoyed. Look at that, Mom. It's good to see Carmen happy because of all of this, but we know this is what makes her worried right here.
That's okay.
Through the window exchange, we know she's not getting good news or hopeful news. He's totally dejected now. That totally changes things. Because he's not dumb. He's ambitious. Oh, you can even see some of them on the ground? Is that it?
You be careful with those. I don't want to be digging them out of the upholstery for the next 5 years.
Oh, hey, Amanda.
All right, you know what? Lean back. Just talk normal. All right? We got a new lead on Robbie.
Get a little close to me, pal.
Yeah, scumbags at the prison gave it up easy. Couple of pussies.
So did you say prison?
We're talking to a couple of guys who knew Robbie.
Yeah, they wouldn't talk, so we had to smack them around a little bit.
You did what?
Yeah.
Didn't smack anyone
She doesn't
around, honey.
go
It
for
was
this
more of
shit.
like a good cop, bad cop situation.
Actually, it's more of a no-cop situation. You do realize neither one of you are cops, right?
Yeah, but we got the information.
Don't rain on our parade, Amanda.
He cried.
You had to mention the prison. Of course you did.
I'm not lying to your wife.
See, there, he's kind of right. He's not going to lie to Amanda, or at least to somebody else's wife here, you know. Okay, from the trailer, counting up the cash, and she doesn't have the cash. And she's...
Hey, get me out of the room.
She doesn't want what she expects is happening next. Who would?
You know, Miguel, it's my fault what happened to him.
She does recognize.
Yes, I stay out of trouble.
As much as she wants to get revenge, she's got
Your mother.
she's got a strong hand in all of this.
She's sick.
She's telegraphing all of it, whether she's intentionally doing it or not.
So did she get
She's
better?
probably not intentionally doing it.
No.
There's a certain sympathy we have for both of these characters with this scene.
I don't have money for rent.
And
or
with
karate.
these flashbacks with
What if
Kreese.
she does run?
He knows exactly what she's talking about, especially after seeing this je drool. This is the episode where we definitely get a different feel for Kreese.
What?
They both look like they could be Kreese. It was a good fake out in that first
Stop,
scene.
David!
He's the one who wanted to get involved. Now he's involved.
Stop!
This is a very Steve Rogers moment.
I've been fighting my whole life. I sure as hell I scared you.
That's a Steve Rogers line. That could come out of Captain America's mouth before he
You
got
okay?
that transformation.
had worse.
I'm sure that's what they talked about in production meetings. We want to have a Steve Rogers feel here. Well, why are they going to do that if Kreese is all bad? I still suspect there is a redemption arc for Kreese coming up. I could be way off. Way off. The rest of season 3 doesn't tend to give me that impression. Why are we getting...
Can't believe you eat that crap.
Oh, what? You too good for gas station food?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Daniel, that's okay. You can say it.
Oh, thank
It's
God.
all right. And he says it in a
Miguel,
and not too
Amanda says
arrogant
you
of a
woke up.
way.
second. Isn't that a...
See, this is what I don't understand. They still have the LaRusso plate. Felix Unger can't drive in a chase. I didn't see that the first time I watched. The corn nuts go flying in the back seat. They must have had a blast shooting this. With Daniel acting that way, Johnny acting the other way.
You're going. You gotta pursue on foot.
A foot? What? No, foot. Wait,
We gotta
Johnny,
pursue
Johnny,
on foot.
Johnny!
He does want to be Tango and Cash.
Or not.
Yeah. 100% Johnny Lawrence attitude. He does get Daniel in a little bit of trouble, but Daniel can take it. It's funny how 80s music for an action sequence with a rough around the edges guy like Johnny Lawrence as keyboards. I like rock from the 80s with keyboards, even heavy metal with keyboards. But I don't think that's what Johnny would listen to, unless it was those two 80s albums with Iron Maiden. That might be. That might be interesting to go through and make a playlist or an album list of Johnny's collection, what it might look like from the 80s. They're both too hot. This is hilarious. They have a fight scene with the bad guys, and then they have to fight the two of them.
What's the matter with you? What, me? What, are you trying to kill that guy? You knew where Robbie was. Well, he told you everything he knew. He was terrified. God, I should have known better than to team up with a lunatic like you.
The words come out of his mouth a little too easy.
You're the one that came to me, LaRusso. Don't do it again. Yeah, don't worry. I won't. I can't believe
And they
you
come out
actually
of
taught
Johnny's
kids.
mouth a little too quick, too.
Oh, yeah, you're some great teacher. Look what happened to Robbie.
And that is the
I'm willing
shame
to admit
that they
when I
both
failed,
have.
Okay? And maybe I did.
They're
Or
teaching
maybe he just has a little
where it
too much of
failed.
you in him.
Yeah, he already wishes he hadn't said it.
Where you going?
And Johnny
Got
probably
somewhere to be.
has the same thing about saying what he did about Daniel.
You better return that car to the dealership.
He's got to get the last word. That's an Italian thing. He's not messing around.
I'm sorry.
Again, if Kreese is such a complete villain, he's protecting a girl from having a serious compromise, being put in a horrible no-win situation.
Keep having to sneak in here.
Although it does make her beholden to him to a certain extent, but she doesn't know that he's doing that. So then again, we have another... If he really was a manipulative guy to hold that over her head, he would be holding it over her head. All he told her is, you don't have to worry about dues to Cobra Kai. He's stuck in his cage. Johnny can't do anything for anybody. He can't find his kid.
It's gonna be okay,
He
Robbie.
can't help Miguel.
We'll figure this out.
I know you blame yourself.
Okay,
but I
we
let you
have
down.
both Tori and Robbie.
to you the
They
last time we
know.
saw each other.
They are sincerely remorseful and have
Terrible.
guilt about this.
I'm so sorry.
No, but you were right. It was a mistake trying to help me because I can't change.
We all make mistakes, Robbie. But our mistakes aren't who we are. You could learn from your mistakes.
Second chances. Again, the theme. I swear this is the theme of the series, or a significant theme.
Listen. This next part is going to be really, really hard, okay? But this is the best way forward. I spoke to a lawyer, and he explained to me...
Now, here we hear the sound. He mentions lawyer. We hear the radios, and now we see the cops. Miguel pushed Johnny away.
Turn yourself in. Trust me, the sentence will be much lighter.
Robbie is now
I can't. And you
going to
have
push
Robbie.
Daniel away.
No, I was trying to help you.
She's his star pupil.
Nichols, welcome back.
Thanks. That issue I was having got worked out.
That right. Fall in. We've got work to do.
She probably knows he's involved, but he's not holding it over her head.
Ready?
At least not yet. I don't think he will. Watching this, there was no doubt in my mind she's going to be his wife.
I'll be coming back a hero.
That's what we are told by all of these shots, the looks, the language.
Your whole life you've been told to be good.
But after
Good
this
is only a matter
voiceover,
of perspective.
no, it isn't
Always
going to
remember,
work
your
out.
enemies think that they're doing what's right.
That's our episode. Robbie breaks away from Daniel. Miguel breaks away from Johnny, but Tori doesn't break away from Kreese. She joins Kreese. She strengthens her connection to Cobra Kai, to Kreese. We didn't get a lot from Hawk. We got that last episode, and we will get that in subsequent episodes. It's the relationships between Miguel and Johnny. How does that change going forward? How does Daniel and Robbie's relationship change going forward? He was connecting to Johnny at the end of season 2. Where does that go? It really is. What's it going to be? It's going to be Johnny, it's going to be Daniel, or it's going to be Kreese. Tori went to Kreese. Miguel, does he continue forward with Johnny? Robbie, does he continue with Johnny? Does he go back to Miguel? And Tori, as well as Hawk. These are important connections and relationships. This is what we see in the struggle in the next 8 episodes. Join me next time. We will watch again. Thank you once again, folks. Appreciate you stopping by. You folks take care.